asleep on my lap, but she will pop up at the most inopportune time.
Yeah,
we'll see her, I'm sure.
It's usually full backside nudity for your cat. So.
Beautiful.
All right, I'll do our little intro here. Welcome to Deep Cuts the Game, the movie trivia podcast with great movies and great guests. Every week I bring on 3 interesting people from the world of entertainment, give them 3 movies, and challenge them to pull out the most obscure actors they can. The deeper the cut, the more points they earn. I'm your host, Jeff Penn, and with me as always, a guy who relies on me more than the letter Q relies on you, Alex Young. See, I thought it was a funny joke when I thought of it like last night at midnight when I was a little high, Alex. It's not so great now, but right?
You know what I liked about it the most? You were really proud of it. I saw your little smirk as you got to the line, and you're like, I can't wait to launch this.
I mean, because without you never get to use the Q, right?
I think that the Scrabble dictionaries will have a few Q words that you're allowed to.
Sure.
There's QI. There's key, I think is.
Oh yeah. All words.
Great.
I'm like
a bunch of writers here telling me about words.
We're actually gamers.
This big Scrabble face.
ready to play.
Let's bring out some Boggle.
We've got some very fun guests. Alex, do you have anything to say off the top? Or are you ready to go?
No, let's go. Let's bring him in.
Okay, so we were supposed to do the smart thing and make sure I was pronouncing everyone's names before we started recording, but now we're in the awkward situation.
No, take a shot. You got this.
So Annapurna Sriram, is it Sriram?
Shriram. Shri like
Ram.
Sri Lanka, Ram like CD-ROM.
All right.
It's so
Perfect.
close.
Thank you very much. I know. And then Demi, I went and listened to the Gilmore Guys podcast. I was like, oh, okay, they're going to say his name a whole bunch. And you did. And in the first episode, you say it incorrectly like 10 times in a row.
Incredible.
Where I was like, oh, man. But if I'm not mistaken, we've got Demi Adejuyigbe.
Yeah.
Adejuyigbe.
It's like, did you eBay? Did you eBay?
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to understand, maybe I do look as old as I am, but I am like bordering on old white guy here where and I grew up in the country. I don't know anyone. I don't know anything.
I like that we both have like shorthand.
Yeah.
I'm like Sri Lanka,
We
Rom
got
like
it.
CD-ROM, and you're like, did you eBay?
Yeah.
I did you eBay?
At a certain point, it's like I'm having to say it enough that we might as well make up something. Yeah.
Help them out, yeah.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll write it out phonetically, like SHREE -ROM. You know.
It's very kind.
Well, we're super thrilled that you're here.
Thank you for having us. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like Alex was like, you should try to get her on. I'm like, Alex, she's not going to come on our podcast. And I reached out and you got back to me. And I was like, Alex, she's coming on the podcast.
I'll do anything.
You got to promote the movie somehow.
Turns out, I'll do anything.
Well, you have a new movie that you wrote, you directed, and you star in called Fucktoys.
Yes.
So I've seen the trailer. Tell the people about the movie as best you can because it seems a little bonkers. Yeah.
Well, this is a fun game within a game where we can have Demi.
Oh God! All right.
Geez.
No, it's
Demi. You described the movie. Yeah.
I've seen it twice. 3.
Okay.
No,
Demi
twice.
actually came in for one of our test screenings
Yeah.
when we were in the edit, and then he got to
I
see
loved
the
it.
finished
I was
movie.
blown away. Yeah. Fucktoys is a great movie about Trash Town is the name of the town.
Yeah.
Okay. About a sex worker in a town called Trash Town that's very sort of like parallel to ours. It's very
Don't give away any plot twists.
What? Okay. Oh my God. You don't tell me to pitch it then. And then it's basically a story about like it's not one night, right? It's like over the course of.
Yeah, it's like 36 hours.
Okay. Over the course of 30, it's the story of this woman over the course of 36 hours who basically immediately meets with to do a few things in order to get the curse lifted. And then it's the journey of her trying to get this curse lifted while dealing with love and trying to get her work done and just like traveling through Trash Town.
That was great.
Okay, I was panicked. I was like, I'm gonna forget something.
Well, I'm more practiced because I've had to do this more often, like with our names. So I think of it as like it is based on the tarot, so it's like the Fool's Journey through Trash Town, USA, which is like a might look familiar to some. And it's about a girl who's basically told by a psychic played by Big Frida that she has a curse, and the only way to lift the curse is to basically come back to Big Frida and pay her $1,000 and bring a baby lamb, and then they're going to sacrifice the lamb and do like a curse lifting ceremony. So she's like, bet, I need to go make $1,000. And she does it, the way that most women do, which is like renting their, labor for capitalism, or renting their bodies for capitalism. Most men and women do that.
Sure.
And, she traverses across this kind of fun, absurdist, I sent you this list of reference films. I, grew up really loving like Pee-wee's Big Adventure and John Waters films and Gregor Rocky films and Derek Jarmaine films, and all of these movies that really had these big, larger than life worlds. And so I tried to center the film in a sort of heightened reality, but keep the emotional texture and the emotional connections of the film grounded and realistic. So, I think the big question of this film is, can you lift a curse, or is the curse real? And what is the curse if it's real? And I don't want to give away any spoilers, but we might all be cursed.
Yeah.
Especially
I mean,
now.
I think we could look out the window right now and be like, yeah, there's definitely some curse going on right now.
There's definitely some curse going on. Yeah.
I was gonna ask you both, because you both right, and this is not related to the movie at all. But if you were watching the movie that is America right now,
yeah,
what notes would you give to the writer?
Yeah. Well, what are they going for?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the tone?
Are they
Yeah,
trying
if
to
this
make
was
it
an
a
episode of
comedy?
30 Rock, yeah, you'd be like, whoa, we've gone past believable at this point. Right?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a little bit like, oh, I see, you're setting up for it's setting up for a sequel in a way where I'm like, I don't think you should do that. I think you should like cap it at the
I thought
one.
we're in the sequel.
I hope we're in the sequel, because then I'm like, great, then there'll be a resolution soon, and we'll all, if there's a resolution soon, I'm like, well,
Yeah.
the wrap up won't be quick, but I think you should just get to it should be like an old movie where
I
it's like it
definitely
just
feel
ends.
Like my notes would be like, look, I think the Luigi murder, I
Mhm.
think that one works. I
Yes.
just think the like ice murdering people, like I don't think that works.
It feels like there's a lot of subplots that turn into bigger plots. I'm like, well, that's dark. It's dark,
Yeah,
and it
it's
just
also
feels
like when you don't save the cat.
yes.
When no one
Mhm.
saves a cat,
Right.
ever.
It's like
You can't, like, who are we supposed to care for?
it's very much, instead of save the cat, it's like we found a couple dogs and slaughtered them separately.
Exactly.
yeah, we put them in a duffel bag and drowned them in the
And
river.
it's
Yes.
like no one
yeah.
is going to have sympathy for this protagonist who keeps murdering dogs.
No.
If there are any further sequels, like hopefully they're just like straight to video kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
watching them.
Or
Yeah,
it's like
just-
a spin-off show that's like centered around like a minor character that we like.
Yeah.
I think that there was maybe a moment where there could have been the spin-off Bernie series, but I think that's kind of over.
Sure. It does feel it's a little, the pedophile stuff is far-fetched. How did we get there?
Yeah,
You know?
honestly, even in our reality, the pedophile stuff feels like unearned.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just leaving it in a little bit more.
the alternate Super Bowl show. Like if you were watching 30 Rock and like Alec Baldwin came in and said, Lemon, we need to like come up with a different Super Bowl show.
Yeah.
You'd be like, that's not gonna work. But
Not at
Well,
all.
even that didn't really work.
no,
Did it?
thankfully.
I mean, did
thankfully,
it work?
I
Kid
mean,
Rock, Kid
everything
Rock
I heard, like,
can't even keep the mic on his mic.
the Puppy Bowl drew more numbers, I think. From, like at least
I always
initial
forget about the
screening
Puppy
of it.
Bowl. That's
Yeah.
Puppy Bowl
I
rocks.
think it was like 14 million viewers of the Puppy Bowl.
I just
so
think it's really
that's nice.
un-American to like try to like create a new Super Bowl halftime show. That just
It's
I'm from the
silly.
South. That just to me feels very like rebel.
All that money
and,
for
like,
what?
Very Confederate in a way,
I mean,
which
yeah.
is not American. Like it's crazy. We have to remind people that like
But-
the Confederacy
So-
is anti-American.
So you mentioned you're from, because are you from Nashville or Memphis? I
I'm from
forget, 'cause-
Nashville.
Okay.
Yes.
Because yeah, I read that you were born in Burlington, Vermont, but then you grew up in Nashville. so-
yes.
and
and
Alex and I
Demi's
were just talking
from
about
Texas.
Sorry,
I
what?
am.
Texas. Oh, really?
Yeah. Plano, Texas.
That's cool.
Yeah.
We're in Toronto, essentially, Canada.
Rock and
so,
roll.
Oh, you're not
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
I thought for some reason.
No, you're not picking up on our sorries and our
Canadian
boots
accents.
and
We haven't-
our Canadian
You haven't
accents.
apologized yet.
No.
Give us time.
Sorry.
So let's talk about your film a little bit. So like we've talked about Trash Town and kind of like how it's mirroring maybe some stuff that's going on. So not to maybe like the whole idea for this film, but like where did you start? Like was it with the character who you play, AP, or was it like this world, or was it the story of the curse? Like where did you kind of start off?
I think there were sort of all of those pieces kind of came like intersected at one point in my life. About 9 years ago is when I wrote the movie,
Okay.
where I was a struggling actor um, in New York City at the time. There really was not a lot of good opportunities for me as an actor. I call this era the like headscarf era. It was like Homeland. Every like procedural show was like, we need to get like a Muslim girl in there and like a headscarf. We had that like hacker show, and they're like, we have the girl in a headscarf, she's a hacker. And I was just like, this kind of like performative diversity casting is like this tokenization is like not only just like so offensive, but it's also like really boring characters. Like they're doctors or they're nurses or they're friends, but they're kind of these like side NPC characters that are not really given a lot of depth. And so I was like, when can I just play like the slutty hot girl? And like that's all I want. That's the only reason I wanted to be an actor.
It's what we all want.
It's all what we want. Like, I didn't become an actor to play a doctor. If I was gonna be a doctor, I should have just been a doctor and made real money.
Yeah.
I'm like a starving artist. At least let me be hot, And so I really just wanted to play this kind of role. Also, at the same time, I was sick and I talked with a psychic. And basically, she said that the reason I was really sick was because of my boyfriend, and that I just needed to dump him, and I would like get better. And I was like really unprepared for that answer, because I was like thinking, because I'd been doing like a lot of weird healing type of things to try and like cure my this like virus that I had. And so then I did dump him like immediately. Like I got off the phone with her and then I called him and I was like, you'll never believe this. We have to break up. And so then
he's like, no, I don't believe this.
He actually, well, the funniest thing is he was pretty like anti anything like woo woo, but he was like, that makes sense. Like
He was like, hey, I'll take this out.
I think he wanted the out. I think she picked up on it. Good psychic on her behalf.
Yeah,
she did a good job. And then I just felt really insane, because I was like, who dumps their boyfriend because of a psychic? Like that's such a like dangerous game they're playing. The psychics are like really playing with our lives. So I was really heartbroken, but I think I also have this like strategy of survival where I see a lot of humor and absurdism in my suffering. And I thought it was just like such a unique character trait for there to be this very gullible girl. So I started writing the script just kind of as a way to deal with my heartbreak, and just like put down scenes that were like funny to me, or I think absurdist, and I think sort of playing with this idea of transaction and labor, and the absurdism of everything that we're experiencing. So that's the genesis of it all.
So it sounds like.
Wait,
sorry. Go
quick
ahead.
follow-up question.
Yes.
Did breaking up with him very quickly cure your illness?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I also did a juice cleanse.
Okay, so it could have been either
No,
one.
I think it was the breakup.
It was
the
like
breakup for sure.
it was a lot, like most things. It's a lot of factors, not just one. But I think that dumping him.
I feel like that happens for people though, where it's like you suddenly have a person out of your life and it's just like, oh, I'm not stressed anymore.
Yeah.
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 I'm not gonna,
Yeah. It was. You were able to sleep better at night. You were able to just enjoy yourself rather than having to deal with. Yeah. We've all got people in our lives like that.
I think that cutting off a dead limb does like save. It's like a plant, right? Like you take off the dead leaves. It's like you save the resources.
Absolutely.
Like,
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask, was the intention that you were gonna play AP like from the start? Like,
Yeah, I actually was not intending to direct the film. I
okay,
was just trying to get an acting job because I was like, oh, the only way to get an acting job is if you've been in a movie. And then the only way to be in a movie is if you've been in a movie. So
so make your own movie, and
yeah,
yeah.
I'm not part of the like, Disney child actor pipeline to adult actor, I guess. I don't know how anyone makes it.
I have no clue. Yeah.
I have no way. I still haven't made it. I'm like,
They're all related to someone. Like I think
Yeah,
Alex
yeah.
and I are learning that more and more. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
did you know that their dad? And it's like, oh, they've just conveniently changed their
Yeah.
last name.
Right.
Or,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
and you're like,
think
or
that-
there's people you're like, oh, that makes sense. Like they've all, yeah.
yeah, this was like purely a strategy of like, if I can just show the world that I'm a hot slut, I can maybe book those characters. And maybe I can just launch my career. I didn't know it was going to take me almost a decade to make the movie.
So now they're like, well, you were great, but
yeah, now
you're
now
kind
you're
of
the
aged
hot
out for
mom.
hot sluts.
Yeah, now
It's
you're
never
the
too late
MILF.
to be a slut. It's fine.
Yeah, we could put you in the Tooth Fairy 4, and you
Yeah.
can play the little kid's mom.
I think sluts can be any age.
I agree. I think that the older I get, the hotter I think older people are. This is like a test, I guess, that I wouldn't be in the Epstein files, because the older I get, the more I'm like, yeah, those children look like children. They're too young for me.
Oh my god.
But is that can I not say that?
No, I think you can say it. It's
Yeah.
just
The only test.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect this promo for your movie to be so much of us talking about pedophiles.
It's in the zeitgeist.
It is. It's everywhere.
They put it there. Yeah, so then when I found my producer in 2019, he was the one who came to me and was like, I think you should direct this. And
Okay.
I had like a lot of imposter syndrome. I had a lot of I was like, I didn't really go to college. I only went to acting school. I've never like written an essay. I don't know how to direct
Ugh,
a
jealous.
film. What'd you
Writing
say,
essays. No, I'm saying I'm jealous. Writing essays sucks.
Paul? Yeah, I know.
And I don't. I mean,
I
I
know
write
that
now,
they're-
but
You say the thesis, you write the body, you repeat the thesis, but
you got it.
on what?
Yeah.
What's the topic?
Never anything that makes sense.
So we like drove around the South for 10 days. COVID happened the next year, and I sort of used that year of my life to do what I call my DIY film school era, where I like read all these like cinematography books. I tried to learn what all the lenses did. And I watched a ton of movies. I test shot my film, like I shot listed and then test shot my film on a camcorder. I got really deep into my color palette and picking out what color will go in the film. And this is also when I started leaning into like the tarot and using the tarot cards as a sort of map and guideposts for the design and look of the film, as well as the narrative structure, because it's a very non-traditional structure, you could say.
So it's your first movie. You're making it. You, like you said, you've never directed. You don't know much about film and lenses and stuff like that. So then you make the choice. You're doing it on 16 millimeter, right? As to opposed to like digital, which maybe would have been easier. How was that for you?
I actually think that's a misnomer, and I think that we as a community of film lovers need to just start rejecting digital and only accept film.
I'd love that.
I just think digital is so ugly. And if you're going to be a hot slut, you want to be shot beautifully on
That's so
anamorphic
true.
lenses.
That's
with
so
60
true.
millimeter. You want that grain, you want that texture, you want that softening of your face, of the skin. You want to look beautiful. I wanted everyone to look beautiful. I wanted Trash Town to look beautiful. I was always a film snob. And I also think, being a first-time filmmaker, you're going to get a lot of naysayers. Being a first-time filmmaker that's like a woman or, not a white person, you're going to get a lot of like condescending naysayers. Oh, there she goes. She's off. The little kitty's
She's awake now.
on the
Sorry.
move. She heard it. And so I think the more that like people would tell me, like, are you sure you should shoot on film? Maybe you shouldn't shoot on film. Maybe you should just shoot digital. It'll be easier. I was like, what's easy? Like when you're on an indie film set, you don't have like extra hours in the day to just fuck around and like shoot extra stuff. Like usually you're always behind schedule because G&E took forever or the truck didn't work or the location didn't let you. Like there's so many factors that just making your day shooting film or digital is a achievement or a triumph in indie film. And so I think that we priced out basically the cost of film and processing and scanning and the cost of like a really good colorist that would basically make your digital film look like film or your digital footage look like film footage. And it kind of evens out in some way. I think it's probably a little bit more expensive to shoot film, but I think that where you're able to save in color correction and the look of your film, just like having such a classic, beautiful, timeless look, I think outweighs the digital. And I think ultimately having a look that really stands out from a Netflix movie or a TV movie, having a film that really looks like a movie, I think is important, especially in this like era of the dying cinema, because like this is a movie you want to see in a cinema. It's not like text your friends, like play on your iPad while you have a movie on in the background. And we test shot the film, so I did a lot of prep. This is the other thing you can do with film is you can do prep. You can prep it. So we like shot listed. I had like very clear sort of like a plan of action of like, okay, if everything's going well, these are going to be our 10 shots. If things are not going well, these are 4 shots. If things are really not going well, I can shoot this scene in 1 shot. And so giving myself this sort of flexibility to eliminate things and knowing like what's the meat, what do I really need to shoot, and then knowing like my actors are all incredible, they're all trained theater actors, I can get everything in 3 takes. Yeah, that was how we did it.
I was so on IMDb there's a review of the movie. I think they gave it a 10 out of 10.
What if you read my bad reviews?
I'd be like, that's crazy.
I would literally be like,
here are your worst reviews.
I know.
No, but the headline caught my eye because it was future cult classic, but not for the faint of heart.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
So is that enough for you at this point? Like, obviously you want this movie to get there and you want everyone to see it and you want everyone to love it. But
no.
At the end of the day, is the idea that knowing that maybe 5 years, 10 years, 20 years from now, people will look back and go, oh my gosh, you haven't seen this movie? You got to watch it. Like, is that enough? Or are you?
I would really love like $2 million. That would be enough.
Okay, good. No, that is fair. That's fair.
Like, as in recouping $2 million, or is this separate? It's just what you want in life.
Well, separate. I mean, we could bump it.
I was about to say.
I don't know. Yeah. I'll take whatever. But no, I would love to recoup the budget of the film plus the money, because me and my producer have never been paid on this film. This whole past year of like touring, making Instagram ads, making merch, like doing the whole pony show. It's all for free. So I would love to like not only reimburse ourselves, but like pay ourselves back for all the years of working on it for no money. So that's where I got to the 2. I don't know. I just sort of rounded up to 2 million.
Seems fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
Salary. Yeah.
No, I think that like I would love to recoup the budget in general in box office if possible. I think to also show like, hey, filmmakers, like you can still make your money. Like people still want to go to the theater. Theaters are not dead yet. I think that like what's happened to a lot of film is they've shortened the window that they show the films in theaters. They also limit the cities. They limit the marketing budget, the reach, and then I think films then go and die on streaming. And so I would love to have like a super, super crazy long bloated theatrical run where it's like you can only see it in a theater. So there's a little bit of like intention around going and seeing the film and bringing all your hot friends, your hot slutty friends, and
yeah.
I think that like people need to know.
Allowed.
I think that people should know that like when you go and see this film in theaters, you're gonna be in an audience of super hot slutty people.
It's kind of the ideal.
And like, if
You said something earlier that I'm like, this is the title of the show for tonight. It's if you're a hot slut, you want to be shot beautifully. So I think that's just what the title of this episode is going to be: is hot sluts.
I think any
shot
slut wants to be shot beautifully.
It's true.
Yeah.
You want people
ugly.
Who would not want that?
You want
Ugly
people.
sluts want that too.
You want people coming out of the theater being like, "I met my wife at Fucktoys."
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, I don't think there's such a thing as an ugly slut. I think if you're a slut, you're hot.
Absolutely.
I agree with that.
Well, I had this, like, someone wrote a comment on a thread and they were like, come see this movie that, like, all the hot people want to go to. And someone was like, or only hot people want to go see this movie. And then someone was like, well, that doesn't seem like there's a lot of people that would be able to see this film. And then I responded and I was like, I looked at all the people that bought tickets in Toronto. They're all hot.
They're all hot.
So
I'll just tell you.
But I could see the seating chart and all their faces.
Yeah,
were on it,
they
and
sent me
were
their
all hot.
photos. I
Ugly
double
people were
checked.
watching Rental Family.
Yeah, they were okay. They were okay, but
So I want to ask you one more. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's like you said, it's like an alternate universe, kind of parallel to where we are. But if I'm not mistaken, it also kind of takes place in like the 90s, kind of thing. Like,
oh yeah, the time period is like memory.
very loose.
It's
okay.
sort of like nostalgia memory land. It's pre-millennium, so it's like before smartphones, fast internet. There are computers, but I don't think they have fast internet. It's sort of this amalgamation of homage to cinema from the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, as well as, like, when I grew up in Tennessee in the 90s, you would still go to like a friend's house that felt like it was stuck in the 80s or 70s, or you would go to like a soda shop or like a diner that felt like it was stuck in the 50s. So there used to be a lot more, I think, pre-gentrification, this like feeling in America of like little pockets, little small towns that really felt stuck in like a Pleasantville, like stuck in a different era. Or like your grandma's house or your friends, it's like you just were, I think, more enveloped in more decades. And also there's just more tchotchkes and like little, I'm a Goodwill grandma core person.
The clock with the cat and the tail swinging kind of thing.
Yes, there's that, the floral bedspreads, the little doilies,
Formica countertops and
Royal Dalton.
Yeah. And so the movie itself doesn't have a strict time period. It's just like a celebration of all pre-millennium decades. And I think it's more of like a memory than it is anything real.
Beautiful. Now, I don't want to keep you guys forever. We do have a game to play.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I ask Demi a couple questions too?
Yes.
Like while
Sure.
we're talking here? Like,
Ask Demi whatever.
and just so people know who he is, because when you said, "Oh," I was like, if you want to bring someone on just so you're more comfortable, and you're like, "Yeah, I'll bring Demi on." I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's incredible."
I
writer,
also
actor.
will do anything.
Well, you had a podcast called the Gilmoreguys.
I did.
Where you and Kevin, I believe, was your co-host. And so you had never watched Gilmore Girls before, so
Correct.
you had to start from the beginning
Yeah.
and watch it fresh. How was that for you?
It's so weird to watch a show for the first time while people are watching you watch it. Like, it's just not an honest experience of enjoying a show when it feels like you're not only taking in something, you're also going like, okay, I have to measure my reaction with an audience of people who
People are
love
gonna be like,
this
"Oh,
thing.
he's about to watch the episode where
Yeah.
Luke and Lorelai," and you're like, "Yeah."
And to me, I'm just like,
cool,
that's
but-
not really. I'm not. I don't care about that. I'm about this side thing. They're just like, well, what about this? Or like, who's your favorite boyfriend? I'm like, I don't care. I don't really. That's not how I'm. It's like the kind of thing where it's like, oh, if I watched it in my own time, I would have been like, I'm either tapping out at this point, or I would have watched it at a different pace, or I would have cared about a different set of things. But it is just weird to sort of be like, okay, I have to take this in a specific way for this audience. And I did like the show, but it also was like, I might have liked it more if I wasn't watching it under a microscope.
Yeah,
like-
they did that to you.
Yeah,
They stole that. They robbed you.
yeah, they robbed it of they robbed me by me opting into something completely of free will.
It is funny in the first episode where even like 10 minutes in, you and Kevin are talking like, we might not do this for much longer.
Yeah.
Like you're like, why don't we try to get through one episode and see if we're gonna continue this kind
And
of
then 3 years later, we were like, okay, now we're almost done, and we have created an empire unintentionally.
And I noticed, so you wrote for The Good Place.
Yes.
And so one of my questions is just as a writer, what's it like, not what's it like in a writer's room, but so you're listed, I believe, as the writer for like one specific episode, but obviously you're not just there for one episode. So how does it get decided whose episode this is,
It's
kind of thing?
kind of just the showrunner like doles it out, where it's like we're all sort of working together, and there's like a hierarchy of like producer level writers and like story editor level writers and like staff writers, which was what I was. And I feel like it is sort of like it's doled out by the showrunner, but it is very much like, okay, you want to start with the producer level writers who are like experienced and have like built stuff. So it's like they're laying the brick ahead of us, so that by the time it's like, all right, episode 10, it's like, yeah, the guy who's never written an episode of TV can write one now that he has 9 episodes to write off of and go like, okay, I've been in the room for all of this. I've seen the other episodes being drafted. I have a good sense of like what to sort of mimic and what part of the bridge I'm building.
Do you do you like writing in a group like that?
I do. I really do. I miss it a lot. I feel like there's a little bit of control freak in me that's just sort of like, oh wait, no, I think I know what I want to build, but when it's like writing for someone else's thing, I am just like, oh, I love being a person who's building a puzzle. It's also it happens a lot quicker than when I'm just writing for myself, and it's just like, I could do this anytime.
I also want to say my son was a big fan of Craig of the Creek, so I know you did some like stuff for that, and I watched Craig of the Creek, and it was a fun show.
Technically my first writing job ever. It was they brought me in just to meet, and then we like brainstormed an episode together, and I was like, oh great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun little kid show, and you've done work on Strange Planet, the Apple series.
Yeah.
I believe like you did voice work for that and wrote for it.
Yeah, and I wrote the music too.
Wait, what?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I did a lot of work on that show.
Any of this.
It was like all in the like last stage of the pandemic, so it was also just like me in my house, kind of alone, just being like, all right, and then I'll do this, and then I'll record this part, record this, and I'm the voice of the theme song too.
What?
Yeah.
And with and I'm gonna mess up his name, but Tunde Adebimpe.
Yes.
Was
TV on the radio.
Yeah, TV on the radio. And Alex, we've talked about him before because he was in one of our favorite movies from Fantasia, Ultrasound.
Oh.
Yeah, and he was really good in that last Star Wars thing with the kids, right? Like
Skeleton Crew, I think.
Yeah. Skeleton Crew, yeah. And if you get a chance, watch Ultrasound. It's a weird.
I have to check it out.
Yeah, it's quite good. Okay. We should get into a game of deep cuts.
Let's
They don't
do
take that
it.
long, but let's see it. So the first thing we do is we decide who's going first, second, or third. We do 6 rounds. We go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So if you go first, you're gonna have to wait a little bit to your second turn. If you go third, you get to go twice in a row.
Okay.
So what we're gonna decide is who's going first, second, or third. So I have picked an actor and actress. What you need to do is tell me what you think their IMDb best known for is. So not their first thing on their IMDb list or their last thing, but they've got 4 things on their known for. And so, Demi, because these are not 3 movies that you have picked out, they're more of the basis for Fucktoys. I'm going to let you go first here. So the actress in question is, because the Gilmore Girls, and I know you were talking about her in the first episode for sure, is Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
So what do you think is her number 1 on IMDb known for?
I'm gonna say Bridesmaids.
Solid pull.
I noticed this week
Annapurna?
that she does a lot of work with Paul Feig.
Yeah.
Yeah. And her husband.
She had her little moment there. I would also say Bridesmaids, because I can't remember the name of that Sandra
Could you
Bullock
think of
movie.
any other movies?
She did one with Sandra Bullock.
It's killing me.
She did.
It's hot.
The
It's
Heat.
The Heat.
The
Yeah.
Heat.
The Heat.
The Heat.
Yeah, I'll go with the Heat.
Alex,
I'll be here
I'm
getting
super confident in that answer.
Alex, what's your pick?
Well, I will also pick a Paul Feig movie, and let's do Spy.
Spy.
Okay.
Bridesmaids is number 4.
Damn.
Tammy is number 3. which I honestly put Gilmore Girls on the list.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Gilmore
I mean,
Girls
I
should
should
be
have
on the
just
list.
said Gilmore. Yeah, that's
Who
great.
is
It's not on the list though. Gilmore Girls is
Wait,
not on
That's
her
wild.
list,
What
which
is
is
Tammy?
crazy.
It's just a movie she
Tammy-
made.
Oh, okay. It's just
Yeah,
a
it's like
movie.
her and is her mom like Susan Sarandon or something like that? Is that one?
It's not like
Nobody
a
saw
Tammy
it.
Wynette movie.
No.
Okay.
No, it's very
Okay.
identity thief.
Terrible
kinda-
casting of so.
Okay.
Yeah. Spy is number 2, but
Mm.
number 1 is The Heat.
Oh,
So, well done.
Yes,
Way to
Sandra
go.
So,
Bullock,
would you
yes.
like to go first, second, or third?
I'll go. I'm fine with that order, or we could do. I'll do first this time. We can
You wanna
rotate
do first?
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. So you're
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Alex, you said Spy, right? So you are. Would you like to go second or third, Alex?
I'll go third.
Third.
That's crazy to me that the movie she got an Oscar nom for is not number 1.
Bridesmaids.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. It's weird that a lot of sometimes you look at these people's lists and you're like, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So the 3 movies tonight, though, that you were playing in this game of deep cuts, all in some way were an inspiration or something that helped with Fucktoys. So from 1999, But I'm a Cheerleader.
Yes.
From 2006, Marie Antoinette.
Oh,
Fuck.
I love Sofia Coppola.
And
Hot
from
slut.
1994, Natural Born Killers.
Okay. God
so
damn it.
while you take a minute to think about who are the deep cuts from these films, let's hear a word from our sponsors.
Hey everyone, I'm Kelly,
And I'm Sarah.
and we are the hosts of the horror podcast Final Girls.
Each episode, we break down the Final Girl blueprint,
What works,
what doesn't,
and what the genre's survival stories say about feminine power and today's cultural context.
so join us every Wednesday as we celebrate the survivors
Dissect the disasters.
and call out every let's go into the basement decision.
See you
See you
there.
there.
Well, Annapurna, you're up first. You
Okay.
elected to go first. So we're back here with deep cuts. We got Natural Born Killers, But I'm a Cheerleader, and Marie Antoinette, which I'd never seen until last week because it was like, period pieces. I'm not watching this movie about like. But then I watched it. And I liked it. It was good, and
Sofia
I feel bad for
Coppola-
her.
She has a way of like capturing what it feels like to be 14. And just all of the emotion and romance and like that feeling. I can't explain it, but she always does it and it always hits me. If Sofia
She
Coppola
loves to
ever
shoot-
wanted to fuck with me, I would just like I would do anything for her.
She loves to shoot. Kristen Stewart. Nope, that's not her name.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kirsten Dunst. God, I was
Everyone's
thinking
saying
about the same too.
names.
I know. At dawn,
Yeah.
dancing.
Magic
I
Hour,
feel like that's a
Blue
common theme
Hour.
from her. I love it.
Who else does she love to shoot?
I don't know.
Well,
Elle
Annapurna,
Fanning.
you're up first. Who's your deepest cut? It can be from any of these 3 movies. You can bounce around, but just give me one for now. What's your deepest cut?
Pause real quick. Is it just movies? Are we allowed to be like they're also in this? Oh wait, no.
If you no. So like if, for instance, let's not name any names, but let's say you couldn't remember that Christopher Lloyd's name was Christopher Lloyd, but
Yeah.
you were doing Back to the Future, but you're like, oh, he was in Taxi. I'd be like, sure, that's fine. Like anything you can get me there, even if it's like, oh, they were in a commercial,
I'm okay.
just so I know who you're talking about,
Yes,
rather than
yeah.
be like,
So wait, I'm gonna say an actor from one of these 3
Yep.
movies, and then I also say
you don't have to
another.
tell me anything else they're in unless you don't know their name.
Got
Okay,
it. Okay,
okay.
I
If
made
you're
a
like-
mistake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's so many good deep cuts here.
That's right. Say the name of the podcast as many times
So
as possible.
So
I know,
many
the
deep
first
cuts.
cut is gonna be the deepest too. I'm sure.
Yeah. Baby, I know.
That was so corny. Okay. Okay, so this is a really good deep cut, and this connects to another film that's on
Okay.
my list. Asia Argento.
Ugh.
Yes, in Marie Antoinette.
Yes.
I believe she's like one of the ladies in waiting, if I'm not
No,
mistaken,
she's
right?
the
Or is she the
she's the
the
mistress,
of the king? Yes. We
And
won't say the
everyone is
king's
calling
name,
her a slut, and they don't realize yet
that she's a hot slut.
that she's a hot
that
slut
needs to
that
be
likes to
shot,
be shot
beautifully.
beautifully. Yeah.
She's worth 9 points out of 20, so that's a very good start. It's a very good deep cut start.
Okay.
Demi, we go to you now. You do not have to stick to Marie Antoinette. You can do But I'm a Cheerleader, or you can do Natural Born Killers, or you can do Marie Antoinette.
Good, because I won't. I'm gonna go with But I'm a Cheerleader and say RuPaul.
That was another one of
RuPaul.
that was in my mind. Yeah.
It's pretty good. RuPaul's got a lot of screen time in that film, though. So RuPaul's it's worth 5 points for RuPaul.
Fair.
It's a solid cut.
Who determines the points system?
So Alex, you get 2 in a row at this point. Your first and your second. What are your deepest cuts?
I'm also going to pull a couple from Marie Antoinette, mostly because I have not seen Natural Born Killers. Actually, that's not true. I did see it, but like around the time it came out, I was way too young in it. I don't remember
There's
anything.
so many in that it's like pull, and I can't remember now. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you're fine. But at one of the dinner scenes that I think Asia Argento was in as well, Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shirley
Babu
Henderson.
Frick.
Shirley Henderson. Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
Once you hear her voice, you're like, oh, it's Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's worth 9 points as well, Alex. So the same as Asia Argento. So that's a solid cut. What's your second one, Alex?
Not as deep, and she's in it a fair amount, but like a real young Rose Byrne is one of her. Her ladies.
Rose Byrne is kind of like her little. I don't know. She's getting her into trouble, right, Alex? Is that kind of
Classic Rose Byrne?
Classic Rose Byrne. So not worth as much because also Rose Byrne is a very big star at this point. So she's worth 5 points, Alex.
Great.
Well done. Way to leave some points on the board for our other players. Demi, we're back to you.
I don't got no deep cuts. I want to take a stab and be like, but I'm also like, that's probably a bad idea.
No, go for it. Let's get crazy.
All right.
Don't play.
Okay, I'm gonna say maybe Jamie Babbitt has an uncredited cameo in her own movie, But I'm a Cheerleader. Probably doesn't.
Maybe because I did not really look for the name. So let me double check.
Almost definitely not.
You're right.
The problem I'm having with Natural Born Killers is I can only remember the leads.
Yeah, same.
I can't think of any other side characters, and I know that they're there.
There's like someone who was like very young in it. That I'm like, oh, that'd be a good pull, but I don't remember. Anyway.
Yeah, like.
It does not look like Jamie Babbitt.
That makes sense.
Gave themselves a cameo in that film, so
Fuck.
Unfortunately, that's 0 points. There are some thanks to Jamie Babbitt's parents. Harold and Nikki.
Oh, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So no points for Jamie Babbitt. All right, you get 2 in a row now, Annapurna. Where are you going with your deep cuts?
Okay, so I'll go with Melanie. Is it Linsky?
Linsky.
Yeah, Melanie Linsky from But I'm a Cheerleader.
But I'm a Cheerleader. Is Molly Shannon in Marie Antoinette?
Yes.
What? She is?
Shannon is. She is. She's only in like the very beginning, like the first couple
The
scenes.
same dinner scene with.
And then she
she's
disappears.
She's like a cunt. She's like cunty.
So Melanie Linsky's worth 6 points, and Molly Shannon's worth 8.
Wow.
So those are solid deep cuts. Yeah, I was surprised to see her name in the credits, like Molly Shannon. I was like, oh. And I think I was saying to Alex, had people told me that nobody speaks with the correct accents, I would have watched the movie sooner.
And the music is so great. You got like Susie and the Banshees. You have like Adam and you have
the Strokes. Yeah.
The soundtrack is pretty.
I've never seen that damn movie.
Also, someone just made a tweet. This is a shameless.
For a tweet?
Someone just made a tweet the other day that was like, "Is Fucktoys our generation's superstar low-key?"
Huh.
Which I was like, what do they think superstar is?
Yeah. Like the Molly Shannon, Will Ferrell superstar?
Yeah, the
movie?
like.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
superstar.
I don't see it at all, but I'll whatever. It sounds like a positive review.
I know, it's just a tweet. Yeah. Okay, that's my.
I mean, that's. Now I got to go back and watch Superstar and see what's going on there that I maybe didn't pick up on the first time.
No, I don't think it's that deep. I think it's not a deep cut.
I think it's wrong.
This is just.
Demi, we're back to you. You came up empty with Jamie Babbitt.
Sure did.
But I'm a Cheerleader.
And now I'm gonna go with the not so deep cut and simply say Clea Duvall.
That's the one who I had approached.
I was gonna say that's probably who you were talking to at the party.
And I was like, I promise it's gay.
I saw her at an REI once.
Okay, that makes sense. That's
As soon as I said it, I was like, as soon as it happened, I was like, of course you're here.
Yeah. I parked my Subaru right next to your Subaru.
Hey.
She's only worth 2 points.
Makes sense.
Alex, back to you. You've got 2 in a row again.
I might be misremembering this in Natural Born Killers. Does Robert Downey Jr. have an Australian accent? Is he in that movie with an Australian accent?
Does.
He does. He's honestly though he's like third build in that movie. Like
listen, I didn't get the 2 on the cover, so I feel like that's a win as far as I'm concerned.
Robert Downey Jr. for 3 points.
Okay, I'm gonna take another one from Marie Antoinette. But the second love interest, spoilers for this 20-year-old movie, is Jamie Dornan.
Really?
Oh.
Is it him?
Who is that?
Yeah, yeah.
Are we
from
sure?
The Fall and from what do you call it? 50 Shades.
Is it
a Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar?
Yes, that's the best.
Is he the love interest?
Is it a different guy?
One she sleeps with.
I know she has quite a few throughout the movie, and I didn't recognize him in the movie. I thought it was
the hot one that she
that's
going off to war.
Who's like also a soldier, and then she's like the scene with the fan.
Yeah,
and they sleep together.
Oh,
I'm like 99% sure it's him.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll have to go back and like check out some images because I did not recognize him at the time. Because also the movie's 20 years old, so
he hasn't aged that much, man. He still looks great.
Yeah,
I'm gonna look it up. I know he's in it. He's definitely in it, and he's worth 10 points, Alex.
Damn.
So, it's a good cut. That's not who I thought you were going for, though. All right, Demi, we're back to you. You gave us Clea Duvall, so you got some points back on the board. What do you got for your 4th deep cut?
How many rounds of this is there?
100. We just go until we've said no. It's 6 rounds. Don't worry, you're almost done.
I'm gonna take a stab.
I'm out of people. Yeah.
And say Quentin Tarantino has a cameo in Natural Born Killers.
Wow,
he doesn't.
I love this cameo,
wow.
This cameo
just
angle.
He wrote the story, but then it was it was rewritten.
In my head, I'm just like he would.
He would have if he directed it. He definitely would have been in it.
Yeah.
But he is not.
Okay.
But it's a good try.
Okay, this is like you know how in Natural Born Killers they do the like family sitcom thing?
Yep.
Is the dad Dangerfield? Is the dad a comedian? Rodney Dangerfield? No.
It's Rodney Dangerfield.
Damn it.
Oh
my god.
Okay.
And it's really off-putting. Like the whole sequence is so gross.
The whole movie's off-putting.
But honestly, because that's in the first like 10 minutes, and I think that's one of the reasons I never went back to it after seeing it the first time. Because I was like, this movie just makes me feel gross.
Yeah, I remember being like, oh, this one's not for me.
That's a crazy deep cut. I pulled that out of my subconscious. Like that was not that was not.
He's worth 8 points. So well done. You get another one, your 5th one. Okay. So you're almost done. Give me your 5th one.
Fuck, like Juliette Lewis. But I'm sure of it. I'm kidding.
Yeah, has it ever happened that someone has been a deep cut in 2 of the movies? Been in 2 of the movies?
Oh, actually.
Oh yeah, sometimes we have people that are in all 3, and it's like if you get it, because sometimes people are like, oh, I only know this one person. I'm like, oh, did you know that they also have a small cameo, so they're worth like a ton of points, kind of thing. But that's not Juliette Lewis for this one. She's worth 2 points, because she's on the cover.
Yeah, no, I haven't. That's the one I haven't seen.
Fuck, because there's so many I could try and hint to you about, but
you can't.
Alex, I looked up. You are right. It is Jamie Dornan. He just looks really weird and doofy in this movie.
Looks exactly the same as he
I
does
didn't clock him at all.
And actually, the guy that I broke up with because of the psychic kind of looks like Jamie Dornan.
Did the psychic know that at the time? Because that's crazy that the psychic was
the
like...
psychic wasn't like, yeah, you're a boyfriend who looks like Jamie Dornan.
You're gonna want to dump him.
I'll show you what he. Maybe I'm just like assuming. I don't know.
You still have a photo of him?
Probably deep. It's
like 9 years ago.
Yeah, how big is your camera roll? I'm just like, there's nothing on my phone.
Camera, all of my my photos on it.
Oh,
They were like, every photo you've ever taken is now on your phone.
My phone is like, sorry, you've taken 10 photos. We don't work anymore. Yeah. Barely a joke. I'm constantly having to delete. Yeah.
Photo of him, but yeah, he was
not
as hot as Jamie
all right.
Dornan, but yeah.
All right, Demi, we're back to you. It's your 5th deep cut. Got to get some points on the board, my friend.
I got a really, really good deep cut. I just pulled this out of my. I just remembered. Woody Harrelson. That's right. The number one billed star of Natural Born Killers. Woody.
Yep, for one point.
Oh, just one. What the hell?
Well, in the sales world, he's worth a lot more than that.
Yeah.
Alex, we're back to you. You've got your final 2. What are your final 2 deep cuts?
I've got one deepish and one that isn't at all. But her brother in Marie Antoinette is Danny Houston.
It is, yeah. Danny
in
Houston.
A great wig. Looks great in that wig.
Brother of Angelica.
Okay.
Is that true?
Yeah. I'm like 90% positive.
I think it is.
I could be wrong. Yeah. Danny Houston for 8 points, Alex.
Damn.
That's a good one. It's a good one. We've got a very close game here, Alex. What's your final deep cut?
Not so deep because he did a whole lot. But her like main friend in Marie Antoinette is or not main friend, but like the guy who's kind of in charge of trying to keep her in line is Steve Coogan.
Steve Coogan. Yeah. Steve Coogan for 6 points, Alex.
Oh, that's more than I would have guessed.
All right, Demi. I think it's out of reach for you, but maybe you'll say something.
Not so fast. Because I just remembered another deep cut from the movie But I'm a Cheerleader. Natasha Lyonne.
1,000 points.
That's
oh my
right.
God.
Yeah, and not a lot of people know her. The girl from Russian Doll.
I wish I was also, and she has a cameo in Natural Born Killers for 20 points.
That would have been cool.
But she does not. So she's worth.
If only the other movies were Now You See Me.
I would have nailed.
Zombieland,
I would have.
Your Woody Harrelson would have just.
Zombieland. Oh yeah, if he was in all 3 of them.
He only would have gotten 3 points.
He is.
He's in Zombieland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it because like I love Zombieland. I'm like I do not.
No. I'm just naming other Woody Harrelson movies.
If it were Now You See Me, I'd just be like, great. Let me just go down the cast list right now. Melanie Laurent, Mark Ruffalo. I'd clean up. It'd be embarrassing for all of us.
I do love the Now You See Me.
They're awesome.
Franchise,
yeah.
I couldn't tell you. I've seen them, but I couldn't tell you anything that happens in any of them.
It's magical.
I can tell you beat for beat what happens. I could get all the way down to the cast list to naming Common.
Annapurna, we got your last one. It's very close. You've got a chance here.
I'm just gonna go with Jason Schwartzman.
Was he in Natural Born Killers?
He's in.
I'm kidding.
Is it Marie Antoinette?
No, I
He's
know.
the son.
He's the killer.
Oh, right.
Jason Schwartzman for 2 points. So before I give you your final scores, let me just tell you some of the bigger ones you maybe
Please.
missed.
I want to be mad.
Marie Antoinette has a very small cameo from Tom Hardy.
Who's that? No, I'm kidding.
Is he somebody we should know? Yeah, he's at the big dinner party with all the people as well.
They just got every Brit, didn't they?
Yeah, Judy Davis would have been a good one. Rip Torn is the king. But I'm a Cheerleader. Michelle Williams. A small part at the very beginning. She's one of the girls that does the intervention.
I did remember.
Yes. She's everywhere.
And then
I always confuse her with the director Jamie Babbitt.
You missed it yet.
This happens sometimes where we do a show and the person has just passed away or passes away shortly after we do a show. But Bud Cort.
God, I literally was like, I was like, I know that. Oh fuck. Yeah.
He's the dad. He's her dad, and her mom is Mink Stoll, which I thought you might have gotten because she's in so many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm pissed at myself.
Kathy Moriarty runs the camp. Eddie Cibrian is her son, who is clearly gay, but and I think we've met him, haven't we, Alex? Eddie Cibrian?
Bad at names, Jeff.
He's the handsome
He's like, I'm the
groundskeeper
guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Was there anything else there? Dante Bosco He's from the
Oh.
movie Hook. He's from Hook. He's
Yeah.
Rufio from Hook.
Mm.
He's one of the kids
American
in the camp.
Dragon Jake Long.
He's like grown up.
Yes. Yeah. And then Julie Delpy has a very small cameo at the gay bar.
She does?
She dances with
Natasha.
she comes over and asks her to dance. Yeah, she asks her to
That's
dance.
kind of part of her sexual awakening.
If
Dancing at the bar.
Julie Delpy has a completely confounding cameo in Avengers Age of Ultron, and I'm like, if we were doing that, that'd be my like 100-point. Like, why is Julie Delpy in this?
Delpy in this movie?
Yeah.
Natural Born Killers. You got Rodney Dangerfield. His wife is played by Edie McClurg from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. She's the receptionist at the school. And Oliver Stone's son plays the son in the movie.
Okay.
Let's see other good ones. Balthazar Getty, Alex. We're always talking about Balthazar Getty.
Oh yeah,
is
that
in
guy.
it. Tom Sizemore is
Rest in peace.
the cop. A great deep cut guy. Pruitt Taylor Vince is like a.
These are just
you know
names.
Yeah, Pa Kent. Recently, Pa
Well, they're all
Kent.
just
He was Pa Kent in the new. Pruitt Taylor Vince is a big. He's
Oh
good
wait,
in stuff.
okay.
He's
He's Pa Kent.
Pa Kent. Ashley Judd had a deleted scene that nobody saw.
Oh, yeah.
then that's-
And
Deleted scenes
and then-
count?
I mean, they're there. And then there's two cool ones. So there's all the TV reenactments of the murderings that they're doing. The guy who plays Woody Harrelson is Mark Harmon for some reason.
Oh wow.
Really?
Yeah. Uncredited. And then there's a camera guy that's part of Robert Downey Jr.'s crew. His name is Kirk Baltz. The only thing I know this guy is he's in Reservoir Dogs. He's the guy who gets his ear cut off. And as soon as he started talking, I was like, I know this guy's voice. Why do I know this guy's voice? Because he's like, he cut my fucking ear off. And I was like, it's the guy from Reservoir Dogs.
God damn.
Alex, you won for the first time this season. You had been on like an 0 for 4
Congrats.
with 41 points.
Wow.
To 35 to less than that. We won't say what Demi's score was, but it was low. But it's
Yeah, that's
cool.
none of my
It's all right.
business.
Um,
None of my business.
So what's coming up next for you two? Like we're working, we're trying to get people to see the movie. We want to get it
Yes.
out there where people can see it. Is there anything? Can people write to anyone? Is there any sort of Kickstarter that we can do?
I mean,
If you know someone that works at 20th Century
if
Fox,
you know anyone with like $2 million that just wants to buy this movie
Yeah.
outright, they can own it forever.
if your uncle is Jeffrey
If you're like,
Neon,
I want to own all of Fucktoys. I could buy a house. I could buy Fucktoys. You know, that's an opportunity. That's an option. Also, like if people just want to like DM us and talk to their local art house theater, you know, we're booking a lot of like one-off screenings. Like we have a screening in Toronto. It's sold out
Nice.
like within a few weeks, so that one you can't go to, but we're looking at adding another screening in Toronto. And I think that, you know, it'd be great if we didn't have to distribute the movie ourselves. But you know, these companies, I guess they're just like, I don't know. I'm worried about them. I
Yeah,
don't know if
they're-
they have money.
those
They're
poor-
poor.
yeah.
It's embarrassing.
if you clean Melissa Searchlight's house and you can connect her to Melissa Searchlight,
yeah,
who is
get me a
real.
Searchlight contact.
Yeah.
But I think that like, yeah, just contacting us and just or contact your local art house theater and put us in touch and be like, hey, we want to demand this movie be seen, and then we can try to get a screening near you.
Perfect. We will.
It's a very
we'll post this.
it's not an easy but if anyone wants to just like get together with their friends, you know, crowdfund $2 million, they can buy the movie.
Yeah.
It's theirs.
If you want to put on the biggest show this
Yeah.
town has ever seen and save the local independent feature.
But like when you here, let me just talk a little bit about some of the benefits of buying Fucktoys.
Mm-hmm.
With this buy of $2 million, you not only get all of the rights for the film, you can also get some of the costumes. You know, you can screen it whenever you want.
Mm-hmm.
I can throw in some of the actual rolls of film, so you can have some of the original 16 millimeter film. You can look at the images, do whatever you want with them. I'm not going to get rid of the scooter, but I can talk about like the flip phone, the bedazzled flip phone. We can talk about that. Some of the other props, some of the set pieces. And yeah, and then you have the ability to not only screen Fucktoys whenever you want, you can gatekeep Fucktoys if you want.
That's true.
You can bury
You can
it.
Martin Shkreli
You
that
can
shit.
literally delete it from the world. Or you can just, own it and do whatever you want. So those are some of the benefits of buying the movie.
And for $2 million and $1, Annapurna will also give you her phone number.
Yes.
And you can call her at any time
And my email.
to ask
Just
questions.
to talk about the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, just to be like, what is
Honestly,
this?
Yeah, if there's any questions you have, we can do a live commentary on the phone, on FaceTime, on Zoom.
They can run lines back and forth after they've
Also,
gotten to know the
You
movie
can make
really
your
well.
own cut of the movie. You can add a bunch of star wipes.
Yeah, you can cut it if you want.
I'm trying to raise $2 million so I can recut it and add in some extra. I want a George Lucas.
Also, we could shoot a scene, add your scene in.
Yeah.
If you want the scene. I also think if you buy the film from me outright, we'll just be friends.
Well,
I'll be friends with anyone who buys the movie.
anybody?
Anybody?
All right, you hear that, Lockheed Martin? You buy this, Annapurna is your friend. She said
Demi, what
They
about
do
you?
have $2 million.
Where can people find you right now? What's going on with you?
Not a damn thing. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm in hibernation. I'm working on stuff, but I am at Electrolemon pretty much anywhere. If you're in Australia, specifically in Melbourne or Sydney, I'm coming to you on a comedy tour in April, and that's it for now.
Also,
Perfect.
Demi wrote an amazing script.
Yeah,
She sent it to me. I read it.
she did read it.
I loved it. So if you also have $2 million and you want to invest,
If you have $4 million and you're just like, I
You
wish
could
someone
get-
would.
this is a deal.
Yeah.
You don't see deals like this anymore.
You really don't.
And you know
Package
what?
deal here.
I'm gonna slash it. We're gonna say if it's $3.5 million.
What the hell?
Not only
Get
do you
both.
get Fucktoys, you also get to finance Demi's movie.
How much of that? What's coming to me? Where did you cut the
We can give you
0.5 off?
1.5 million.
Okay,
We can do
fine.
additional raises.
Fine, yeah.
Raise additional
Yeah,
raises.
for one. Actually, you know what? For $1 million,
Maybe I'll put in another million.
for $1 million, I will add your name to the title, like Lee Butler's the Daniel, like Lee Daniels the Butler, but for my script. Henry Selick's The Night Before, it's yours.
Actually, if you buy
Naming
my
rights.
movie for $2 million, I'll also let you change the title.
That's right. Harvey Weinstein's
My
Fucktoys.
producer.
Is that guy still alive?
He
Is he
is,
still alive?
and that money is just burning a hole in his pocket.
I know,
Harvey,
jail.
Harvey, I know you're in jail, and I know you're listening to this pod right now, and you're just thinking, what can I do to get people back on my side?
Yeah, don't spend it on your commissary.
Don't do it.
You
You're gonna
don't need any more
Although,
Cheetos.
You're gonna
Harvey
die
could-
anyway.
If Harvey brought Fucktoys to prisons, I would.
don't finish that
actually
sentence.
Be down with that.
As your new publicist, don't finish that sentence. Harvey, call us.
Alex Young, what do you want to tell people about?
I can't. I mean, if you got $2 million, no, you can find me on all social media, Letterboxd, the Alex Young. I got nothing else going on though, so don't bother.
Don't bother
Go
you.
see your movies
Don't bother
theatrically.
you or don't bother.
Just in general, like, don't waste your time. Your time's more valuable than following me on social media. Come on. Instead, follow Fucktoys, raise $2 million, and buy it.
Or
Do that
or
instead.
pester your local art house theater.
Mm-hmm.
Tomato, tomato.
If you know Martin Lamley, or
You know Frank A24.
yes,
I don't think we're in the cards for A24. However, Movie needs a rebrand.
Mubi, yeah.
Movie.
If you wanna remove your ties from Israel and then also spend $2 million on a film.
$2 million is $2 million.
Okay, Mubi,
Wow.
Mubi. She has named her price.
If the Koch brothers want in,
Yeah.
if the Saudis want in, I don't know.
She really wants to get this
really just wanna
movie out.
vote. So
Equal opportunity.
We're at the point of the show where Alex sends me an outro that I have to read sight unseen.
Okay,
Is
great.
there any sort of notes for this, Alex?
Yes, there is, Jeffrey.
Of course.
I want you to read this as seductively as you can.
So we're talking like a phone
Yeah.
sex operator kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want any like ASMR stuff. We don't need to, not to kink
Yeah.
shame anybody. I don't like mouth noises. But you go ahead and read it. I mean, you're married. Surely you were seductive once. Draw up on that.
All right.
bring it from your
Very
past.
presumptuous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could have been arranged.
that's true. I don't know the details.
Well, it looks like we've reached the climax of our time together. I hate to pull out now when things were just getting interesting, but even the best sessions have to come to an end. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I certainly didn't hold anything back, and I trust you're leaving thoroughly satisfied. Join us next week for a new episode of Deep Cuts, and be sure to follow, subscribe, and submit anywhere you get your podcasts. Until then, keep that tension building, and don't be afraid to play with the volume. Good night. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.